So I'm going to show you in this video how Jacob Collier is able to effortlessly modulate through keys. There was a section in his recent performance at Abbey Road, singing 3 Christmas songs with the audience choir. In the song Winter Wonderland, we went from the key of E, went to the key of A flat, went to the key of B, and then went back to E. Just, you know, yeah. So I'm going to show it to you right here and right now. So he starts in the key of E. So we're going to actually look at the whole song. So it starts like this. Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In a land, snow is glistening. So this is his approach. And then I have to go down the octave. A beautiful sight. We're happy tonight. Walking in a winter wonder. Then they do this kind of ooh situation. Ooh, 4 times. So ooh, with the audience choir as well. Yep. Verse 2 is coming up. It goes like this. Gone away is the bluebird. Here to stay is a new bird. He sings a love song as we go along. Now, this chord right here, as you can see, you got a bit of reharm because before we had them. Now, I've actually done another video where I kind of break down sort of my thoughts in terms of the reharm stuff. And I'll leave a link in the description section below. So I'm just going to keep it moving. So he sings a love song as we go along, walking in a winter wonderland. Ooh, ooh. Now something is about to happen. Ooh, ooh. Then he does this to take us to A flat. So as we transition, I'm going to show you this. Then he moves to the bridge. In the middle. In the middle, we build a snowman. Yeah. Then we'll pretend that he is Parson Brown. Transition now to B. Oh my. He'll say, "Are you married?" We'll say, "No, man." But you can do the job when you're in town. Surprise, surprise. And then we're back to E. Oh my goodness, just like that. Later on, we'll conspire as we dream by the fire. This one's a radical one, bit of reharm. Check the video and you'll see how I broke it down. To face and unafraid the plans that we've made. He actually sings down here. Yeah, he sings that note. And then walking in a winter wonderland. Ooh, ooh. So as you can see, it's a lot. But I'm going to show you how he went from the key of E. Looking at the second verse, out of the second verse. So as he sings a love song as we go along, walking in a winter wonderland. Ooh, ooh. So simply put, if you want to change key, just go to the 5. Jacob knows that this chord, which is what he plays, this E flat major, is the 5 of A flat. So, rule number 1, or option number 1, if you want to change key, just hit the 5. Then he moves to the bridge. Now this is very smart. When he goes to the bridge, so in the meadow, build a snowman. So you've got chord 1 in the meadow, chord 2, chord 3, back down to chord 2. Yeah, so in the meadow we can build a snowman. That's fine, but check out what happens on the second time. Then pretend that he is Parson Brown. Now rather than doing B flat minor, he's got an inversion of G flat major. Why? Well, that G flat major or F sharp is the 5 of where we're going to next, but in first inversion. Now I've noticed that Jacob uses first inversion chords a lot, and in this case it's very, very clever. Normally I find that he does it, for example, in the key of A flat. Between going from chord 4 to the 3 note, often he'll do a first inversion of chord 1, but here he's choosing to go minor, major, because he knows, once again, the 5 is going to be the easiest transport, because in music, 5 to 1, that perfect cadence, that's going to be one of the easiest transition points to take you to the next key, which is perfect, which is going to take us to, and I'll give you some context. So in the meadow we can build a snowman, then pretend that he is Parson Brown. Transition to the key of B. He'll say, are you married? We'll say no, man. First inversion of E. And then it's going to be a but you can do the job when you're in town, B, which resolves to here, which is the 5 of E. When he goes to later on, right about here, verse 3, later on. So using the 5, what a simple technique. Like, there's not really much more for me to say. Use the 5 if you want. If you want to go to a new key of a sort, just use the 5 of that respective key. Now, granted, if you notice, Jacob's use, like for example, in the verse, if I go from later on, we'll conspire, as we dream by the fire, to face and unafraid the plans that we made. He sings that. Walking in a winter. If you notice, I've got this sus. I could actually do this as well. That's a little bit much maybe in this context, but this kind of lends itself perfectly. So you got this sus form, but it's the idea of using sus chords on the 5. That's also another feature that I've noticed with Jacob. Now, interestingly enough, though, in this particular, this song, he often just uses the triad, So if you notice, when we went to the key of A flat, after the whole, after verse 2, he just went straight there. He just went straight to, he just went for it straight away, but he could have done. And that's also a good option to know as well, getting the sus, which resolves to the major, to take you to a new key. So, it's imperative, I'm going to go to the key of C just for a moment, that we put this all in practice. You don't just want to learn these ideas and just be limited to, the particular context of, okay, if you have a song that is in E and then, maybe a song that is in A flat and then, maybe a song that's in B, and it's trying to just throw them all together in those respective keys. No, you want to be able to utilize this all throughout all 12 keys. For example, if you just use the chord progression from the start, actually, let's go to the key of E. We were there to start with. So the fundamental progression, sleigh bells ring, are you listening? So you've got this 1, 2, 3. We'll go first inversion and go to the 6. So sleigh bells ring, are you listening? Once again, that first inversion for the 3 note. It's very common, just a Jacob feature. So you got 1, 2, first inversion, 6. In the 2, okay, and then we got these chords. A beautiful sight, happy tonight. He actually in the first verse goes here, but we'll just go minor. Walking in a winter wonderland. Yeah, so that's going to be the foundation. So I'll just do it one more time, a bit clearer for you. So, 1, 2, first inversion to the 6. In the 2, 4. Are you? Let's go sus. Listening. Resolve. Then we got this sharp 4, so first inversion of F sharp major. A beautiful night with our 6 on the 4. Our first inversion to the 6. Walking in a resolve to here. That's our chord progression. Wonderful. Then we've got the whole So say if I want to just change the key of F, I could just go da da da, and I'm like, that is effortless. I just played the 5 sus in the key of F, which would be C, and then going down the tone. And we create these sus chords by just going down a tone with the right hand. With the right hand. That's your sus chord, and you can resolve it. That's such a beautiful, that's just beautiful. And then we just play the same thing. Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? Da da da. And this is why I often encourage you guys to be able to play in all 12 keys, work the chord progression through all 12 keys. That way you're never ever limited. So as you can see, effortlessly, I'm playing the chords that we just played in E in the key of F. Da-da, sleigh bells ring, are you listening to? Da-da, 2 right here, 4, da-da, sus. It's going to be an interesting one. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh no, it's actually straight. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, walking in a winter wonderland. Ooh. And then it will be ooh, ooh. Say you want to go to the key of A flat. Ooh, ooh. And sleigh bells ring. Da-da. So you're using the 5 sus. So let's work that out. Let's go down to the key of C. And let's work through. Oh, excuse me. I just noticed that it was set up in the key of C when I was just playing in the key of E. I do apologize for that. But hopefully you can see the chords at least that come up on the screen quite clearly, even though the key signature was wrong. So my apologies. So let us move. Yeah, looking at sus chords. So what are our sus chord options in all 12 keys? I want to show you that. So in the key of C now. So the 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this will be the 5 sus. So it's essentially F major on the right hand and G on the left hand. Perfect. In the key of D flat then, let's go up to here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would be the sus. That would be the sus in the key of D. You get the idea. You get the idea. I hope. Let's put this in context. So in the key of D. So we're just going down a tone. Etc. Etc. I'll give you one more. I'll give you E flat. So in the key of E flat. In fact, we might do all of them. We might just do all of them. So there's the 5. So there's the sus. We did the 1 in E already, but I'll play it for you in the key of E. There's your 5 sus in the key of F. We are here in the key of G flat or F sharp. Let's go F sharp. There's your 5 sus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the key of G. Right here in the key of A flat, which we did before. It will be right here. In the key of A. So we're looking at what these sus chords are. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. In the key of B flat now. So you're 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. And last but not least, in the key of B, you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So once you're effortlessly able to know where all your options are in terms of the 5 sus, I could be in the key of C, and if I want to go to B flat, I know it's going to be here. And I'll just make it simple for you. So I'll play the that kind of interlude section that Jacob did. Yeah. So chord 1. I was checking it. Is it a 1 inversion? But no, it's minor. We're gonna go minor. Yeah. So chord 1, chord 3, chord 2. If I want to do the same thing in A flat, I just go here. Yeah, because I got my 5 sus. That 5 sus, that's the ticket. That is really the ticket. You can get the major in there, but think about how the major would sound in contrast. So one more time. It works, but I just find the sus option just a bit more pleasant, a bit more just a bit less. I don't want to say forced, because obviously Jacob did it and it did work. But yeah, the sus approach just sounds just a bit more subtle, a bit warmer, just a bit warmer. So I hope this is helpful. Let's recap once again from the top. And I'm going to go through it this time a bit slower, just breaking down so you can see clearly what Jacob was doing in terms of this song in the Winter Wonderland. So here we go. So so sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. See that resolve in the sus? Yep. I'll try to sing it up there. A beautiful night, we're happy tonight. Just about. Walking in a winter wonderland. It's interesting, the first time he does this kind of major to minor. Wonderland. but the second time you'll see it's different. Audience choir comes in with another line. Yep. Second verse. Gone away is the bluebird, here to stay is a new bird. I have to go down. He sings a love song as we go along. Yeah, check out the description section below and click that video and you'll see how I kind of break down Jacob's option in terms of especially where this came from. Walking in a winter wonderland. That's what I said at the end. So that second time, rather than doing walking in a winter wonderland, that's fine, but he does walking in a winter wonderland for the next part. Now he's about to change to A flat as we transition. Here we go. In the meadow we can build a snowman and pretend that he is Parson Brown. We're about to change key to the key of B. Jacob, that was very smart. Very smart. He will say, are you married? We'll say, no, man. And interesting enough, check out the inversions. So you got 1, 2, first inversion of chord 1, and then first inversion of chord 4, E major. So he'll say, are you married? We'll say, no, man. And then it's a 2-5-1. But he can do the job when you're in town. And this 1 is going to represent the 5 in terms of where we're going. As we get back to the key of E, just like that. Later on, we'll conspire as we dream by the fire to face unafraid the plans that we made. Love that. Once again, check out the video below in terms of this rehum option. I'll break it down more. Walking in a winter wonderland. But there it is. There it is. So as you can see, the power of chord 5, and it's so important, as I said before, to play through these options. Like, what's really helped me over the years to be able to, hear this stuff quickly, is to be able to play chord progressions that I'm learning in one particular key, but applying them to all 12 keys, because then you can really appreciate the sound. In addition to that as well, you can really start to some extent preempt, like where things will kind of possibly go musically when you're hearing stuff, analyzing stuff. And also in terms of your own compositions, like you'll be able to kind of have an idea in your head where you want to go, because you've played so many different chord progressions in all the 12 keys anyway, so it doesn't matter what key you're in, you're not limited, So I would encourage you, take time and really, really explore this option of using chord 5 to change key. I hope that you found this video helpful. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. Also, if you're new to the channel, do subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.